My favorite place to look for designer jewelry is Luxury Bazaar. They carry unique statement pieces that elevate your look with both new and vintage designs at a fraction of the cost. Thank you to Luxury Bazaar for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to check out their website, linked down below. Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you are still in the market for the perfect holiday party lipstick, today's video is for you. I gathered up all of the lipsticks that I got this year, and today I will be ranking them by formula. I will also be sure to point out some of my favorite shades. What was really interesting to me is as I was filming the lip swatches, I realized just how different all of these formulas truly are. I have 7 brands to talk about, 8 different formulas, and I'm going to begin with my least favorite. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. This is our pink, sparkly, positivity-filled bubble on YouTube, where we talk about luxury, beauty, fragrance, and so much more. So if you love luxury as well, join our community by subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. I must preface this by saying that there is not one bad lipstick in the bunch. I really love all of the holiday lipsticks this year, every single one that I've picked up. I would go so far as to say that I recommend all of them, but some come with a tiny little asterisk. Like this one. Coming in at number 8 is the Lip Magnet. This is from Giorgio Armani, and I have not talked about this before on my channel. This is something that I received maybe a couple weeks ago, and I really like this formula, generally speaking. For the holidays, they came out with a couple different shades. This one is so beautiful, it stands out in the crowd. It's very glittery, and it's not really great by itself. That's my one complaint about this lipstick. It really cannot be worn alone. It becomes a chunky, glittery mess. It dries down on the lips to almost maybe what would be a matte finish, but because it has so much glitter, it's sparkly. It's not great by itself. Similar to the metallic beige Rouge Allure ink from Chanel, this is a lipstick that is best worn on top of something else. And it really doesn't matter what shade you wear underneath. It could be a nude or a light pink. It could even be a dark shade or a red. In the tube, it looks really beautiful. This is like winter wonderland in a lipstick. It's gorgeous. And if it had more of a glossy, hydrating finish, I think you probably could get away with wearing something like this by itself. But because it's a liquid lipstick, it's going to dry down. You're just left with crusty gold glitter. I mean, it's nothing but glitter. The color, this kind of cream shade, does not show up on the lips. It's actually more sheer. It's probably intended to be a topper. That's the only way I could see wearing it. But if you didn't have that instruction and you simply picked it up because it does look so beautiful, you would probably be disappointed. Maybe you would figure it out on your own, but I think this is a great lipstick for really festive occasions, would be beautiful for holiday parties, as long as you know that it's gonna go on top of something else, in which case it's perfect. Coming in at number 7 is the Chantecaille Lip Crystal. I picked this up in the shade Rubelite, a beautiful, deep berry tone. It is gorgeous, and this is one of the lipsticks that looks really glittery and shimmery and textured on the outside. It's stunning, but this formula should come with a little asterisk because it is a glitter bomb. I can't say I wasn't warned. I received a lot of comments from you guys saying that this is best suited as a lipstick topper, and I completely agree. The thing about this lipstick is that it is so beautiful by itself. It's highly pigmented. It almost looks metallic and glittery at the same time. So it's a very impactful formula. But once it dries down and once you've worn it for maybe even an hour, it doesn't take that long, but as it dries down and as it wears down, you are left with chunky glitter all over the lips. You really want to have a base or something creamy underneath that will give that glitter something to adhere to. That way it doesn't feel quite so crusty and crunchy on the lips. Eating, drinking, talking, all of the things that usually come with a holiday party or a special occasion when you would be wearing a lipstick like this, it's going to be a little bit high maintenance for you. So I would say wear a base, something underneath, maybe just dab a little bit in the center of the lips to give that bold metallic shimmer effect, and then be done with it. Unless you are committed to reapplying throughout the evening, in which case go for it. Coming in at number 6 is the Givenchy Le Rouge Deep Velvet. This is the shade 10 Beige Nude. This was sent to me complimentary to review from Givenchy, and I believe I wore this in a video maybe a couple weeks ago now. I absolutely love this packaging. The red velvet on the outside, it's so luxurious. It's very winter, just romantic. It's beautiful. And the shade is gorgeous. This is the perfect nude. I believe they have 12 different shades to choose from, so you can get this formula in multiple shades. There are a couple nudes. The majority of the colors are a little bit deeper reds and berries. The thing about this formula is that it is very matte. In makeup, we know velvet essentially means matte, so I knew it wouldn't be an incredibly creamy, hydrating lipstick formula before I ever tried this on. And I personally don't love matte lipstick, so I should put that out there. If you love matte, you may love this formula. It looks powdery. I don't know. It looks powdery and dull. It's not reflective. I don't think it does anything to enhance the lips. The color is great, it's just that finish that really throws me off. So I love this lipstick. I will always have a gloss on top. It's not drying. It's not that it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's just going to look flat. The mattest lipstick I have ever seen. Coming in at number 5 is another Givenchy formula. This is the Le Rouge Night Noir, and I have the shade 02 Night in Red. There are several darker shades to choose from because, of course, noir kind of gives it away that this is a darker formula. And as much as Givenchy is sitting here right at mid-table, I really do love their original Le Rouge. So if you're looking for a great traditional creamy lipstick, check out the Le Rouge. Givenchy has a lot of great options. This was also sent to me complimentary, by the way, to review. This lipstick formula is nice and creamy. It goes on semi-sheer and it has a hint of sparkle. And this is another lipstick that I think is best worn on top of something else. Because it is semi-sheer and all of the shades are darker, there's something about that combination that ends up looking sort of patchy on the lips when worn alone. I have never worn this by itself because every time I apply it, it just doesn't look even. There's something about the pigment, and I think it's because it's sheer but super dark, because this is not the only lipstick where I've had that issue. Any other lipstick that has been either a gloss or something that's more hydrating, if it's a darker color, it never really looks great. If it's dark, it has to be incredibly pigmented to give a really nice overall look. I do love this on top of red lipsticks, probably on top of berry lipsticks. It's nice and creamy. It feels really good. It doesn't feel incredibly gritty, and it gives such a subtle sheen. I could see myself carrying this in an evening bag for a night out because it's got that dark glitter. It's very moody and beautiful. But unfortunately, this, again, isn't a lipstick that you can really wear by itself. We've now reached the 4 best holiday lipstick formulas. Coming in at number 4 is the Gucci Holiday Sparkle. And no, that is not the official name. I cannot pronounce the words that are written at the bottom of this tube, but there's really only one sparkle lipstick for the holidays. They came out with 2 shades, one that's turquoise and then the goldy red, which is the perfect holiday shade. I mean, red is made for the holidays. This is such a beautiful, sparkly, shimmery lipstick. Unlike the Chantecaille, it's not a glitter bomb on the lips, which is something that I love. It's a very wearable glitter lipstick. You will feel a little bit of texture, of course. I mean, there's no glitter that is going to feel completely smooth and silky on the lips, unfortunately. Well, actually there might be. We'll get to that in a second. But this is really the perfect in-between. The red leans a little warm, but it's still neutral enough to be universally flattering. I love how creamy it is. It wears really nicely. And this is just a really gorgeous lipstick from Gucci. I know Gucci recently added a matte lipstick formula. I haven't tried it just yet. I'm in no rush. You guys know how I feel about matte lipsticks. I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point, but I really love their creamy lipstick formula. I have the shade Blaze of Noon, and it's become one of my favorite nudes, but also just one of my favorite lipsticks. I was looking for it on my vanity, and it's not there. I imagine it's out in the living room in my purse. I've been taking it with me just about everywhere. from the moment I first got it. So as much as I love the sparkle for holiday, I believe this is limited edition. If you're not really into glittery lipsticks, I would recommend trying out their creamy formula as well because it's become one of my favorites, and these will be available at Sephora stores and online sometime very soon if they're not already. Coming in at number 3 is the Diorific lipstick from Dior. These lipsticks are probably the greatest surprise of the holiday season because as you can see, they look so sparkly and textured and glittery, but when applied to the lips, they actually go on a little bit more matte. And as much as I don't love matte lipsticks, these are very creamy matte. It almost has a bit of a sheen to it, so it's not like the sparkle completely disappears. It's there, but it is so subtle. It almost is just like a hint of luminosity on the lips. They're very pigmented, very creamy. The color is evenly distributed. They just look beautiful, and I love the shades that they came out with. I believe there were 4. I didn't pick up the violet, but I purchased the other 3. I really love Charm 068. This is the nude. It is gorgeous. The perfect everyday nude lipstick. And then my other favorite is 066 Passion. This is a deep raspberry red. It's so beautiful. Ugh. I love this color so much. It's got to be my favorite. Coming in at number 2 is the House of Sillage Diamond Powder Lipstick. This is what I have on my lips today. I'm wearing the shade Queen that comes in this gorgeous little red lacquered bow case with 2 refills. Right now they have a really great set for $220. This was sent to me complimentary to review. I've done a video in the past where I showcased all of the lipstick shades that are available from House of Sillage. So I will link that down below in case you'd like to check it out, you're interested in them. I love these bow lipstick cases. I think they are so gorgeous. I took this with me out to a holiday party recently. It's so cute. I love keeping these in my clutch. What really sets these lipsticks apart for me is the formula. They are so creamy, luxurious. They have diamond powders that feel very smooth on the lips. Queen in particular goes on really nicely. In fact, I would say that Queen rivals the #1 spot. Other shades, some of the lighter shades, don't go on quite as smooth. They're still very smooth and creamy, but they're just not maybe as pigmented as this one in particular. So this I hold in very high regard. I would say it's a very close second. But just all of the shades in general feel really nice on the lips. They're hydrating, they're smooth, they're pretty long wearing, and I don't really have any issues with smudging or how they wear. I feel like I can eat, drink, I can wear this to a holiday party and feel really great knowing that my lipstick is going to hold up. My top choice for holiday lipstick formula, coming in at number 1, is the Chanel Rouge Allure. I love a creamy, nourishing lipstick. I can't help myself. That is my personal preference, so of course, these are so dreamy. I love that they did something a little bit different with the packaging. It has the gold lining, so it's a little bit special. It stands out, and then the shades they came out with are all really beautiful. My personal favorite has been the 847 Rouge Majestueux. I think this has been the lipstick that I've worn in most every video that I've talked about the Chanel lipsticks. But I also picked up 2 others. I have the 827 Rouge Magnifique and 837 Rouge Spectaculaire. One of them just dropped and got squished, but I'm not even upset because it didn't get all over my white carpet, so I was saved. Even though it looks a little bit smashed, that's okay. This one is more of a traditional red, and then this one is more of a warm orangey coral. Both very beautiful. What I love about this formula is that it feels really nice on the lips. It's not going to be incredibly long wearing. It's very comfortable, but it's just kind of that perfect lipstick that, yes, you will have to touch up in a few hours, but it's basically foolproof. I always love this formula. It's one of the best offered by Chanel. If I'm not getting one of their long wear Rouge Ultra Tenue Duo lipsticks, then I love the Rouge Allure. And that completes today's ranking of this year's holiday lipstick formulas. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and maybe if you didn't know what lipstick you were gonna wear, you have a better idea. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me any of your comments, your questions down below. I'm very curious to hear from you guys. Which lipstick formula is your favorite? So drop me a comment. We can keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking all of the products mentioned and everything that I used today on my face down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.